NLC President Ajaero fixes date to honor police invitation. NLC to workers shut down economy if Ajaero is arrested. Opposition tackles presidency over new presidential jet. Foreign remittance surges by 130% to $553 million in July, says CBN. Nigerian arrested in U.S. over $10 million COVID-19 aid fraud. And that's it on the local scene. Moving on to the foreign scene, King Charles III visits UK town where child stabbing sparked riots. 12 people killed in Israeli strike on Gaza school. Still on the foreign scene, Russian forces claim another town captured in East Ukraine. And world oldest person dies in Spain at 117. Moving into the world of sports, Super Eagles goalkeeper Maduka Okoye signed new Udinese contract. Super Eagles striker Boniface under probe over foul gesture. And those are the major headlines making the rounds in the news today. It was compiled and edited by Abiodun Akinwumi. For sponsorship or advert placement, kindly contact our sales and marketing office on 09129294332 or 09077227120. Coming up next is the Diamond Breakfast Show, where we take a look at some major stories making the rounds in the news and have an in-depth analysis on some of these stories. You also get to contribute your quota to the program when you join us. Don't forget, you can log on. You can follow us by logging on to the Diamond FM online platforms, our website, www.diamondfm.net, or keep up to date with us via all our social media pages at Diamond 887 FM, on YouTube at Diamond FM Ilori, on YouTube at Diamond 87 FM, on Facebook and Instagram. Do stay with us. My name is Bisola Oduwole Suleiman. The Diamond Breakfast Show continues shortly.
The major talking point in Nigeria are always on the lips of the citizens.
What's going on in this country? Look at smaller countries taking lead, and you call yourself giant of Africa. Yeah.
Nigeria don't spoil my business too much. Nigeria is too hard for us. I mean, I want to kill us. Father, not kill us for Nigeria. Oh, please, so help us beg them.
They should reduce their expenditure so that they can free enough money for social development.
I wish for a Nigeria where we elect a leader based on competency and not popularity.
On the Diamond Breakfast Show, we place the spotlight on the critical issues in the country.
Government that says they are broke can prioritize construction of an additional runway over education of the people.
How can how can you hold Indomine? This is intolerable. It's provocative.
Now, you see, when you look at our democratic journey, we are yet to practice genuine democratic system in Nigeria.
Join us on Mondays to Friday on the DBS from 9 to 10 a.m. The Diamond Breakfast Show, amplifying the voice of the people.
From the studios of Diamond 88.7 FM in Lorry, this is the Diamond Breakfast Show.
Beautiful morning to you, Nigeria. It's good to be here. It's good to have you join us on Diamond 88.7 FM, your shining supreme station, and you're tuned in to the Diamond Breakfast Show. This program comes to you Mondays through Fridays at 9 a.m. This is where we dissect stories making the rounds in the news. We talk about the latest developments shaping our nation, Nigeria. We have a great discussion in the studio, and then we also open up our phone lines and our platforms to you to also contribute your quota to the discussion. Welcome to the program. My name is Bisola Oduwole Suleiman. I'm your host on the Wednesday edition of the Diamond Breakfast Show. And today, this morning, we're taking a look at the three very interesting topics. The first story we'll be taking a look at is the looming showdown between the NLC and the government over Joe Ajaero. We'll also be taking a look at the ongoing push for local government autonomy in Nigeria and the implementation of the Supreme Court ruling. And then we move on to Yaya Bello's legal challenges and his failure to appear in court. These and many more stories we'll be unveiling on the program this morning. And to do the analysis with me, I have engineer Jacobs Omotayo. He is a public affairs analyst and a social commentator. Good to have you on the program, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nigerians.
Good morning. It's a beautiful day to be alive once again, to also talk about Nigeria and how we can move forward as a nation. And I have the stories lined up. However, you can watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 887 FM. You can also watch us on YouTube at Diamond FM Ilorin. You can drop in your reactions via these platforms. We're also on WhatsApp 0913 655 6864. That is the WhatsApp number 0913 655 6864. Send in your reactions, but we would like you to note that we will not tolerate any form of defamatory statements here. We will not tolerate statements that could cause chaos in our society. Let's be as civil as we can be. Let's also ensure that we do not use strong languages on the program. Thank you so much. Let's quickly move on to the first one. And first story we're taking a look at is the NLC and the Nigerian government. The Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, is threatening to shut down the economy if its president, Joe Ajaero, is detained by the police over allegations of terrorism financing. Now, despite these allegations, Ajaero plans to honor the police invitation, and they have given a date to appear at the police headquarters. The NLC sees this as an attack on its leadership and has warned of severe actions if Ajaero is arrested. Now, let's take a look at this. What is the impact of this brewing conflict between the NLC and the government? The implications of NLC's threat to shut down the economy over the invitation of Joe Ajaero.
Thank you very much. I want to, greet Nigerians again. Good morning. I want to say expressly here that, anytime I want to enter into discussions, I want to create a background. And my background this morning is that Labour and government, they are never friends. Labour and government are never friends, because the views of Labour and views of government in general terms are not the same. We can see how it has been, the turbulence that the NLC and government had to enter into, over the issue of subsidy removal, over the issue of minimum wage, being a resultant effect of what the fuel subsidy removal has brought upon the people, and the back and forth over a long period of time. And you also remember the renegades issue that happened in Imo, where Joe Ajaero was tagged to be where that was tagged to be a politically motivated move by the government, and back and forth over the very, very harsh and unwholesome, tariffs and the rest of them that is being leveled on Nigerians that are being voiced by. I want to say especially here that in Nigeria today, how many voices does our government listen to? How many? How many of them are loud enough to be listened to? No, I want to say that Labour is actually one of those voices that when they talk, government quivers. Now, there's this saying when we were growing up in secondary school, and it's very common, and it's when it comes to issue of power, they say power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. When you have today, after Labour, I would have loved to say that the opposition, which is the major opposition party that we have in Nigeria, that is the PDP and the Labour, should have been playing some very prominent role in trying to check governments in power. That they have a corporate, political, and social responsibility to check government's excessiveness and sometimes to give them a pat at the back when they are doing very well. Opposition is not an act of fighting, but an act of whipping people, in line, making them do the needful, making them do what is necessary. Because governance is about the people. It's not about anybody. It's not about these individuals that are in government today. Government is about the people. And if I don't want to go into unwholesome and unfavorable policies of governments this day that had been pointed out in so many climes that this government seems not to be in line with the people, or this government seems not to be in tandem with what people are actually passing through. Of course, based on when you talk about the way crudes of Nigeria has been handled, if you deal with the issues surrounding refineries and getting crude across to them, the issue of presidential yacht, the issue of presidential Airbus, and so many of them. So I just want to create a background. And now that we are coming to we are narrowing it now to Labour. If you want to hang a dog, the first thing you need to do is to give it a bad name. I hope you've heard that before. That if anybody will kill a dog, the first thing you need to do is to give a dog a bad name. But by the time you start hitting the dog hard and it starts shouting, neighbors will ask, what has happened? What did the dog do? But you need to give that reason to the individual and the environment. That is the bad name. Yeah. So I want to say that if that's why I said power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. We need to work with that, knowing fully well that if there are no voices to say this way is not the right way, this is where we have to go, then as a country we are moving in probably the wrong direction.
All right.
The precipice of danger is not far.
All right. Now, with the threat of the NLC to shut down the economy, it is seeming as if the NLC's reaction towards the police invitation of Ajaero is that they're reacting as though the government is trying to gag the NLC with these allegations and all other things that have followed. But Ajaero has said it will be attending. It will be visiting the police, to honor that invitation. Now, what do you think this would, if we don't know what the police would do, it is an invitation. Is it what all these threats and threats of shutting down the economy, we don't know yet. It is just an invitation. We cannot presume. We cannot assume that Ajaero will be arrested.
The allegations are weighty. They are not just mere allegations. I'm not saying that it is being founded to be true.
Okay.
But the allegations are not friendly allegations. And when you have issues like this, the NLC, I also believe that the NLC themselves, they have their own lawyer in the place of SAN. I want to believe that the date they insisted that he should visit the police something was 28th, and the labor lawyer wrote and said it will not be available until on the 29th. 29th, yes. And I think they need to also put their house in order to be able to stand that I don't know, I won't call that harassment. I mean, probably manage your language of gagging. Like I said before, I said that there's no nation where you don't have people feeling, thinking differently from the way government is thinking. And that government is thinking in this direction does not mean government is right. So if we are having issues like this, I think it's better for every party involved in this matter to be cautious of what is at stake. The Nigerian people. All right. The Nigerian people the Nigerian people are those people that are at stake right now. They are the ones that are going to be affected by whatever action that each of these groups are planning to take. The labor, having to mention those I think you read those things out this morning. Those issues are issues that borders with offense against the state. They are issues that borders, that you are offending the state, and this is what you are planning to do. It's not like like somebody saying somebody is charged with treasonable felony, like that, and it's very, very witty. And such allegations, you don't expect. The labor themselves believe that there's no way you invite somebody, leveling such allegations against an individual, and you expect the person to go to such places and return the same day. All right. And that is the reason. It's also a measure. It's also a measure that labor had taken to say, wow, this is another joker from the government, and this is what they are looking at. Okay, we will also look at it from this direction, because, like I will say, that government is seeing the police as an instrument. Okay. They are actually an instrument of government. Of the government. Yes. Labor also have its own instruments. And the instrument of labor and the instrument of government, they are quite different. But I would have loved to say that government and labor should work for the progress of Nigeria, not otherwise.
Isn't that how it should be? That should be the goal of both parties.
That should be.
And then the labor should also work
I am surprised. I am surprised at those who are advising the government to go this way. I am surprised, because what we have on ground now, what the issues are right now, is not what is happening. It's not what we're expecting. All right. Because the economy is down. The economy is down. The naira is sliding. Food is not available. Money to buy the food is not available. People are asking for good governance. We want good government to be in place. We want government to put on their thinking cap and do the needful, and so that we can bring down all this that is being complained about.
All right, but security is also a very crucial situation. Insecurity at this point is a very crucial situation that we're in. So as much as the government would be working on food and ensuring that the economy is better, security is also important.
The insecurity facing us in this country is not the type they are fighting now. I don't think so. If that is it, I think they need to come out with all the details. You can't just make a blanket statement and say this is it, okay? Right. Or probably maybe after investigation they will be able to come out and say, okay, this is what we perceive is happening, or what Ajero is doing. Right. But for now, I think we even have the kind of insecurity that is facing us, that is bedeviling us as a people right now, is banditry, is kidnapping, as people cannot even travel and be sure that they will get to their destination or getting back to from where they have traveled to. So that is what is leaving us now. And even let me tell you, I want to say here again that the government needs to be advised.
All right.
They need to be advised appropriately. What we need now is not infighting. What we need now is solution to Nigeria's problem.
All right. Thank you so much, Engineer Jacobson Motaya. We need to go on a quick break. When we return, we'll be taking your reactions. You can call us on 0913-655-6952. What do you make of this invitation by the police, invitation of Joe Ajaero, the NLC president, by the Nigerian police over allegations of terrorism financing and the threat by the NLC that if Joe Ajaero is arrested, the Nigeria's economy will be shut down. What do you make of this? Do let us know 0913-655-6952 or 0800-887-887. Do stay with us. Do not touch the dial.
Chai, my head oh. Oga landlord, why you dey shake like ceiling fan? My village people don't come again oh. This one with your body hot so, you don't do test? Yes, see result oh. Oga landlord, no be your village people oh. Na malaria, you need Luta. Luta na better medicine wey dey knack down malaria. Oya see am, take am. Thank you Oga Luta. I don't dey kampe.
Luta, brand of Artemeta and Lumefantrine, is another quality product from Hovid, marketed by Pharmatex Nigeria Limited. If symptoms persist after 3 days, see your doctor.
Everybody say thanks, Luta. Malaria's in big trouble.
18 months. 18 months. 18 months.
Mr. Man, what did they happen for 18 months?
Nah, Hero Hunter. They are giving 18 months warranty on their motorcycles. So a whole 18 months.
18 months warranty on their Okada? You sure say you know what you they talk?
Warranty na agreement when they follow product come. So sure say it stand well. Most machine na 12 months warranty them they get. But the Hero Hunter warranty, senior all of them with correct 18 months warranty. Complete 1 year and 6 months. You no go spend copper from your pocket to repair your Okada engine. Na Hero Hunter go carry am with full chest. We move. Na Hero Hunter motorcycle we go buy today. Hero Hunter, save fuel, save money.
Make una listen well oh. Access Holdings, they move to the next level and they won't make you follow them enjoy the waka with their rights issue. Access Holding rights issue still they open till 23rd August. Then they offer new shares for 19 naira 75 kobo each. If you be shareholder, now your chance to get one extra share for every 2 shares where you own. Make you no do yourself oh. Hurry, go www.theaccesscorporation.com for the full story, including the right circular, the people where they sell the shares, the bank where they collect, and our legal advisors them. Access Holdings, where financial solutions they connect the world.
Welcome back. You're still tuned in and listening to the Diamond Breakfast Show, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin. My name is Bisola Oduwole Suleiman, and I still have with me Engineer Jacob Omotayo. Before we went on the break, we talked about the invitation of the NLC President Joe Ajaero by the Nigerian police and the fact that Joe Ajaero has said it will honor the invitation and has given a date to honor it. But the NLC is saying if Joe Ajaero is arrested, Nigeria's economy will be shut down. What do you think about this? Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Mr. Mike from Ibijila.
All right, Mr. Mike, welcome to the program. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much for this your discussion. But I want to disagree with your guest totally on Ajaero.
All right.
This perspective of your guest is quite wrong.
Okay.
Because, one, nobody is above the law. The police extended an invitation to somebody, and the whole NLC leadership are saying they will shut down the economy. You see, what they are doing is a gang up. You understand me? Hello. So, I want to emphasize, let the NLC know that this is just an invitation. and the police has tabled all what they have gotten against Ajaero on the table. So let him come out with his lawyer and explain what he knows about all these weighty allegations. Simple as ABC. Not that you will just be ganging up against the government. It's not every time you gang up against the government. You understand me?
All right.
This is an individual something, and if it is the whole leadership of the NLC that is they are involved in terrorism financing, let them come and explain. Simple as ABC.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you for your reaction. 0913-655-6952. This one says, good morning. I think the Labour needs to be more focused on the welfare of Labour and the well-being of Nigerians. They should move far away from whatever can stain their name. Nobody is above the law. If they harbor anybody that is seen as a security threat at the NLC Secretariat, then they should go and defend themselves. Ajaero should go with his lawyer if there is no skeleton in his cupboard. After all, Osifo of TUC is also there. He is not accused. Ola from airport. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Delegate is my name.
All right, good to have you. Go ahead, sir.
May God bless the first speaker. That is my first call. I must confess that the last 24 minutes of your guest was the most boring. I must confess. I have no insult is intended. Ajaero does not enjoy immunity. He is not arrested. The allegation is so weighty that police could have gone ahead and arrested him. They didn't do that. They invited him. Now, Labour is threatening to bring down the economy. Oh, Nigeria. I was once a civil servant, a member of that Nigeria Labour Congress. It has become a different thing entirely. Ajaero should be eager, even if they ask him to come on 29th and he's sure of himself. Why can't he go today to defend himself? They have not arrested him. It's a very serious allegation. Now we are blaming government. He's talking about banditry. He's talking about so many other things. When such a weighty crime, somebody is invited. If he's someone like me, they would not even invite me. They will come and arrest me. They give him that honor, invite him, and even give him specific days. Ajaero should go and answer the question. If he's involved, he should be dealt with. Let Nigeria Labour Congress bring down the whole nation, not only economy. That's very unfortunate. God bless Nigeria.
All right. God bless Nigeria. Thank you so much, Mr. Bamidele Ige. Let's also not forget that everyone is entitled to his or her own opinion. And we still have more reactions here. It says, good morning. My name is Kamal from Ojaya. It's so insulting for Labour to say they will shut down the economy. What immunity does Ajaero have that he can't be detained? So irrespective of if he's guilty of the allegations or not, they will shut down the economy. It is a totally wrong statement. And that's from Kamal from Ojaya. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Please turn down the volume of your radio.
Okay, this is Godfrey from that journey.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Yes, Ajaero is supposed to go and answer. This question, he has something in his cupboard. He can never diagnose with workers that he should go on strike. He's only person in Nigeria. He's a politician. He should go and answer his query. If he's clean, look at him. He should not hide under the canopy of a worker, so he will shut down.
All right.
Look at Bello now. Bello is there. They're looking for him. What are they going to turn Nigeria to? I've been saying it in this diamond that in my next word, I will never come to this Nigeria. Pronunciation.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, so sorry about that. Thank you so much, Mr. Godwin. No, Nigeria is a great country. We just need to, everyone needs to put their hands together to make sure that the country works. That's all we need to do. We have resources. We have people. We have critical thinkers in this country, but we're still where we are at this point in time. Hello. All right, we lost this call. 0913-655-6952. Good morning. As regards Labour, the government should follow the rules of law, while Yaya Bello should come out and defend himself. After all, it was part of the government. God will help Nigeria. Oludari from Irewolidi. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Simon calling from Jerry.
All right. Good to have you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. To me, invitation is invitation. If they invite you, maybe they get information somewhere else. So you be ready to honor any invitation. You understand? To shut down the economy. If the level we talk, they accuse people wrongly in this country and they arrest them sometimes. So they have to talk. They are sending warning that if they did not find him guilty and went ahead to arrest him, from there to shut down the economy. Nothing is yet done. Everybody is just talking on his phone table, and let us wait what will happen. But what they should do to us is they should not jeopardize our economy. Let them follow the law. You understand? Police, even me, even if you are wrong, if you first invite report somebody to police will invite you. You understand me? So it's their duty, it's their defense, their duty to share the information together. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling. Now, a lot of people are saying that this is just an invitation. Why is Labour fidgeting at this point in time? And why is Labour even threatening to shut down Nigeria's economy? I have this message here. It says, good morning to you in the studio. I don't support the threat the Labour are issuing, but it's just unfortunate that this government is only after those who are against them. Once you are for them, you are free to do the way you like, even if you are inflicting hardship on the people. This is Chief Fadi Piabolari from Yakuba. We still have lots of reactions coming in. I can still see the phone line buzzing, but let's quickly move on. While we're talking about this, I think we should just take the Yaya Bello's story alongside this. Okay. The former governor of Kogi State, Yaya Bello, has been ordered by the appeal court to present himself for arraignment. This follows the EFCC's attempt to arrest Bello, who is accused of misappropriating over 80 billion naira during his tenure. His whereabouts have been unknown since the failed arrest attempt, with current Governor Usman Ododo reportedly interfering with the arrest. Now, let's quickly take a look at this and talk about accountability. People being ready to be questioned for whatever it is. We're talking about Joe Ajaero now, and a lot of people are saying, the fact that he feels he can hide under the NLC is called to be questioned. If you or myself is called by the Nigerian police, we will go there and answer. Yeah. We don't have to hide under anybody. Yeah. But, the Labour is threatening to shut down. I'm sure that if any of us here is arrested, nobody will shut down anything.
Nobody will hear anything.
Exactly. Now, Labour is threatening to shut down the economy. But we have Yaya Bello as well on the side, who has evaded arrest. We have the EFCC have been trying to arrest this man for a while now, and they haven't gotten him. And the appeal court has ordered that he presents himself for arraignment. Let's start from evasion of arrest. Let's start from what some people would term our lawlessness in this country. When the police invite you, it is your duty and responsibility as a Nigerian, as a citizen, to honor that invitation. When you're supposed to appear in court, it is your duty to be in court. But we have seen several cases. Yaya Bello is not the only one who have been summoned by the court at one point or the other that has refused to attend court proceedings due to one reason or one excuse or the other. Now, what does this say about us as a people? What does this say about our accountability as Nigerians?
Well, you see, the when it comes to expression of views, views are not meant to be the same because we don't. Your Bible will say an adage where you can hear it, but it may not impact on you the way it impact on another. Now, you see, the issue of NLC that I spoke about, I didn't say that Labour should not, I'm not saying Ajero should not
honor the invitation.
Of course he has to. Okay? But that was the reason why I created a background. Labour and the government have never been friends. That is the truth. But I said something also, that the allegation that was leveled against Ajero was a weighty one, and he has to answer to it.
Okay.
Are you getting my point? But long before now, we knew that Labour and this government were not on the same page. Let's leave that aside.
All right.
Now, let's come to the issue of Yaya Bello. Yaya Bello has evaded arrest, and the police have not been able to apprehend him. See, the worst thing that's ever happened to us in this country is the immunity clause in our constitution.
Okay.
Because if there is no immunity for governors, Ododo will not do what he did. And we've had in several climes
allegedly now. Let's also note that
we've had that on different grounds that he's still in the government house of Kogi State, and some said
it's been alleged. It hasn't been confirmed.
There's an allegation that he's there, or somebody said he's been out of the place, and so and so. So the story surrounding him now is very sketchy. But the fact of the matter remains that he's still a wanted person.
All right.
By the FCC. And I just like somebody has been summoned, he has also been summoned, but he's nowhere to be found. So who do we hold responsible for that?
All right. Now, so are we trying to say that some people are bigger than the law? Some people are untouchable?
Are they not?
But is that how it should be? They are not. According to the law,
according to the law,
nobody is above the law. This is what we know. But what we see play out in Nigeria these days seems to look like some people are actually.
The unfortunate thing there is that there are some people in this government that have been alleged, to be involved in one thing or the other, and they have been this accusation even from known bodies like Serap and the rest of them, and yet they are still serving the government. They are still in the government. So what do we do about that? So the last time people complained about bad governance, who did you see that resigned in this government? Okay, because of these protests, because of this so and so and so. Is it when people are in power? I think conscience should also be part of their property. They should have conscience. But when you are doing something and your conscience does not prick you that you are doing the wrong thing, then I think we will continue to go round and round in circles.
No, but that's why the law is there. That's why the law is there.
If the law is
to bring people to book when people go against their conscience and do the wrong thing
all the time. What do you say about Yaya Bello? Yaya Bello's case is an embarrassment to Nigeria. It's an embarrassment to Nigeria that somebody had been declared wanted, and he's nowhere to be found up till now. So, and somebody went to his residence, got him out of the place, right there in the presence of the EFCC individual personnel, officials. And is able to go away with him. So until now, so that's why I said one of the worst things that have happened to us as a people is this immunity clause that is that constitution for governors and presidents.
All right. Now, how would you say this whole issue has affected the public trust in governance in Nigeria and also the fight against corruption in Nigeria?
It has done a very big blow. It has done a very big blow on us, because it shows that if you have your way, you can get away with anything. That is not good for us. It's not good for it's not good for our image as a country. We don't even have to overflog the matter. What is right, and what is wrong is wrong. So this is definitely one of the sad tales of Nigeria, that somebody hides under immunity to rescue a wanted individual, and is able to take him away, and up till now such a person cannot be found.
All right.
And the governor, Oduwole himself now, is still there, seated, and it's very comfortable, giving assignment here and there to do one thing or the other. So that shows the level at which our laws have been effective.
Okay. All right. Let's quickly take some reactions. You can call us on 0913-655-6952 or 0800-887-887. Tell us your name, where you're calling from, and please go straight to the point. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Ladi Olo.
All right.
Calling from Port Harcourt.
All right. Good to have you. Go ahead, sir.
See, number one, no individual is above the law. And when you are suspected for anything, it behooves the security agent to invite you for questioning. If at the end of the day you are not found guilty of anything, you'll be allowed to go. Now the police is inviting Ajero. The labor union announced said that if they arrest him, they will shut down the economy. That is treasonable felony.
and whoever that has said that, they will even be arrested along with Ajaero to face the full wrath of the law. He doesn't have immunity. And besides, what has Labour been doing all this while? If they should shut down the economy, this country will be on fire. Because in the past, people have lost interest in Ajaero. And there it just appeared that they have an agenda they are trying to proceed. They are acting a street. So the Labour should not throw this country, should not hold the country by the jugular. Then on the issue of Yaya Bello, you people are saying in the house that as people bigger than you, there are some people who are bigger than the law. Like your guest said, there are 1,001 people in this present government who have been alleged of one sleaze or the other, and they're still in government, and nothing is happening. It is a big embarrassment, nationally and internationally, that Yaya Bello is not arrested, and it's within Nigeria. Who is cheating who, and who is deceiving who? And it's even unfortunate again that a serving governor could give him a leverage to escape arrest. This is an embarrassment. I just appear that some people are really bigger than the law, and there are some people somewhere who are thwarting the effort of the government to really bring this people to book.
Right.
Our judiciary is not helping matter. Say, this needs to be done. This country belongs to you and me. And if we want to make this country be greater, we must allow people to face the full wrath of their actions. If they have committed any infraction, they should be made to face the law. But in a case whereby you do selective judgment, is not the best. People will be taken to court for stealing 10,000 naira. Before you open your eyes, they are already jailed. And this is who are involved in billions, and what is happening to them. There are 1,001 of them outside. What are we talking about? It doesn't appear that our law is just for some people, and some people are really above the law. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Alaji
Nigeria.
Tayolo. Thank you for calling. 0913-655-6952 or 0800-887-887. I have this message here, and it says, Bisola, thank you for the word lawlessness. That is what is killing us. Everybody will just do anything and want to behave anyhow. A case study is that of Yaya Bello, and all this conspiracy are against the Nigerian people. Most things that happen here cannot happen in a sane society. We have to start using people as a scapegoat. This is Ola from Airport. But who is going to implement that? Who is going to use who as a scapegoat?
Who will bail the cats?
Exactly. That is the issue. That is the challenge that we have at this point.
the cats is on the road.
Because when people in power are doing this, then what happens to people who are not in power? What wouldn't they see it as an opportunity? Or since our leaders are behaving this way, then I can also do whatever it is that I like. But let's also note that the law is more applicable to certain people than some people in this situation with everything that we're seeing at this point. But we will always say that no one is above the law. But how do we get out of this situation? That is the challenge.
There are a lot of things hanging on Yaya Bello, not just the corruption charges alone. You remember somebody somewhere, a woman leader somewhere she was burnt alive in her house, somewhere in Kogi North or so. And you remember also the issues surrounding the election and so many things. You remember some time ago that he went to Natasha Akpoti's community prior to the day of election or so, and they used the bulldozer and the earth moving equipment to cut the road into two that she could not pass. It's a lot of power corrupt, my sister.
All right, let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This Idris, Comrade Idris.
All right, comrade, go ahead.
You see, this our leader, and I really call this problem what we say we have for this country. They have a problem. Look at what Majalo they look after now we know what go station go and report himself for the allegation they play for him. The law where they play. Now the law they play so I saw comedy. As they go see me at go station, call such way allegation they play for me there. Call the external. After that they will see me at a station. The apple will see 80 billion. You know, go this go and report himself. So the issue there or that grab between these two people, they need to question them. They need to torture those people.
All right. Thank you so much.
If you don't torture them, because the thing will happen for 4 months.
All right.
4 months, the minister will go late.
All right. Thank you so much, Comrade Idris. Thank you for calling. All right. We should be mindful of the word torture. The
it's not
exactly. The authorities know what to do when people are found culpable, and the law will definitely take its course at the right time. 0913-655-6952. One last call on this particular particular one, and then we move on to the issue of local government autonomy. Hello, good morning. All right, do call us back. I have loads and loads of messages. Good morning. I am Tolani from Asadam. To me, I see Ajairo's invitation by the police as another trick to exchange gold with fake from Nigerians to soften the October 1 plan to protest, just as they did on the previous protest with the Russian flag. This government should go and stop playing games of double standards. Okay. Hello, good morning. All right. I don't think we can take any more calls right now. You're still listening to the Diamond Breakfast Show, and we're still talking about Nigeria. We're still talking about issues that shape our country, that shape us as a people. And at this point in time, we move on to the issue of local government autonomy. The Nigerian government has set up a committee to enforce the Supreme Court's ruling. This aims to ensure that the local governments have full control over their finances and governance. However, while we're talking about this, in Kano State, the high cost of nomination forms for local government chairmanship is set at 10 million naira, and it has raised concerns about money politics even at the local government level, potentially limiting genuine participation from people. Now, before we get into that money politics, it's been a topic of discourse for a very long time. We've been talking about it, but let's talk about the implementation of the Supreme Court's ruling on local government autonomy. What challenges do you think might arise from this, and how do you think we can overcome it and ensure that it is properly implemented?
Well, I think the best news coming from the judiciary happen to be that news, the news of autonomy of local government. You can see how that judgment was celebrated by Nigerians. It shows that we are alive to what is going on around us.
All right.
We know that local government is one key aspect of our government, which is the third tier of government in Nigeria, and is playing a very serious role, a crucial role that even state government can't play, because it is the closest government to the people. Now, you can see the issues bordering on security and the rest of them had been even narrowed down to lack of autonomy of local governments, because there are a lot of governed spaces. So if local government is left to run their system and run their affairs by themselves, I am not sure those spaces will have been left ungoverned. Now, the next issue after the pronouncement is now seeing to how the system will work and work effectively. We know that the state government and governors have been sitting on driver's seat all this while, as regards local government affairs, because they hold the funds and they instruct them on how to go about using the funds. There are no elected leaders in local governments. You don't have councillors. You don't have this. So the system had been crippled. Now that we want the system to work, we are looking at, okay, what exactly do they need to allow the system to work? And what they need to allow the system to work is that money should go directly to the local government. Local government should have elected local government chairmen. They should have their houses. That is where the councillors sit and make their own laws. They should have their houses, put together, constituted, and then you now have their own commissioners that they call supervisory councillors. They should have them in place, and then you can now see the system run effectively. But this money, when this money comes, how will they ensure that this money does not go to where it's been going to before? So I read through the instructions. I read through the how the committee had been constituted, and I can see that it is a very robust committee.
Okay.
It is robust in the sense that this time local governments have their own representative in the committee.
Okay.
Now, when you want to now do, when you want to do what is it called, meeting, the FAC meeting, you find the governors sending their reps to the place.
Okay.
And now local government reps have also been added to the list.
All right.
And I believe that you cannot be talking about my money and I'm there seated, and by the time I get back home, somebody is telling me that it is not the way it is been said to me or it's been told to me. So I think it's a good way to start.
All right.
It's a good way to start.
All right. Now, talking about a good way to start, one of the first processes is to have local government elections conducted in different states. Now, Kano State has put nomination forms. Some parties in Kano State have put nomination forms for chairmanship position at 10 million naira. And this has raised concerns about the kind of money politics that we practice in Nigeria. Somebody who is putting down 10 million naira for nomination forms, it does not include money for campaigns and every other thing that will be spent during campaigns. Now, for some people, they've said, oh, this is a business. When I put in this amount of money, of course, I would expect
44 local governments.
I would expect to get returns when I eventually get into power. Isn't this one of the issues that we're currently facing now, and why are we still here at this point in time? Because this is also one of the things that could hinder people that are genuine, people who really want to do the work, from participating. How many people have 10 million naira to put down?
I can tell you that money politics did not start today. That those who have deep pockets are the ones that are able to vie for one position or the other. It's not today. These deep pockets money politics started way back, sometimes in the 1977.
Yeah, but does it have to continue till date?
Of course, this is the way they want it. This is the way they want it. It's a pushback. It's a way to allow those who have the money to remain in the corridor of power. Do you know how much it costs to obtain form to become a governor? Just to obtain the form, you're not even sure of even when you go to the primaries, and then you know how much it costs to take care of delegates. You know, those who will vote, those who will do this, who will do that. By the time they now get there, you think you want to get good dividends of democracy. There's no way in the world where money is where politics is required, and when money is required to run one thing or the other before you can get to office, where you can get good government, you can get good governance. You can't get it. That's the truth. Because whoever has mortgage his house, has mortgage his property here and there, will need to do something to get back what he has spent.
All right.
It has become a business. It's no longer the. That's why I'm always of the opinion that let us change this system. Let it be part-time.
All right.
Even if you are a minister, let it be part-time. Even if you are a lawmaker, let it be part-time. But by the time you now turn politics to business, you turn politics to you don't have another job to do. You don't have another job doing. The only thing you know how to do is you ask somebody today, say, what are you doing? You say, I'm a politician.
All right. Let's take some reactions right here. Hello, good morning. All right, well, let's start call. This one says, Bisola, an engineer, good morning. We are lawless in this country. All these are being abated by slow and elongated judgment in favoritism, elites, tribalism, and the likes. All right, that's from Engineer Gamble from Tanke. 0913-655-6952. Your message is quite long, so I can't take everything. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling?
This is Comrade Olariwaju Oladimeji from Oro.
All right, good to have you.
Let me try to correct something on here this morning.
All right.
Everybody is entitled to opinion. We are 200 million in Nigeria. Everybody is political animal. In one way or the other, you belong to any one political party. We don't belong to one political party. You have sympathy for somebody. That's reality. But what the guest is discussing this morning is talking his own opinion. Once somebody goes on here and be abusing the guest, is so good. It can be tomorrow, it can be on here tomorrow. The guest will not now in the studio can be called to the program and be abusing you. Why do you feel? It's not fair.
All right.
God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for pointing that out. We already mentioned it earlier on that there should be no form of attack on persons or personalities. We should mind our language, and we should also ensure that we respect each other's opinion. This one says it is gross and flagrant circumventing of the rule of law for our government officials to be on the run each time they are invited by security agents for questioning. If caught, Yaya Bello should be made a scapegoat if truly no one is above the law. This whole saga of law evasion has only proved one thing. Certain people could misbehave and go scot-free in this country, and it is already telling on our students in both secondary and tertiary institutions. There was indeed a country named Nigeria. That's from Adikole from Basin. I think that's all we can take on the program.
We still exist.
We still exist. It is an
Nigeria.
amazing country. Exactly. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us on the program. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Engineer Jacob Omotayo, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you to everyone who sent in messages and called as well. Thank you. We appreciate you. May God bless our dear country, Nigeria. Nigeria will be great again. I'm optimistic and I keep saying it all the time. My name is Bisola Oduwole Suleiman. Have a lovely rest of the day. Stay tuned for a Bawadasi coming up shortly.
Access Holdings right issue ṣí sílẹ̀ títí di ọjọ́ kẹtàlélógún oṣù kẹjọ fún gbogbo àwọn ìpín méjì lásán nínú àpò ìṣòwò rẹ. Lo àǹfààní láti jẹ ọ̀kan sí lórí $19 náírà àti $5.80 kọ́bọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan láàrin ọjọ́ kẹjọ oṣù Agẹmọ sí ọjọ́ ìkẹrìnlá oṣù Ògún ọdún 2024. À ń pè ọ́ láti wá gba ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ ní kíkún nínú Access Holdings right issue. Kàn sí wa lórí www.theaccesscorporation.com láti ṣe ìwádìí àlàyé pàtàkì nípa òfin wa lórí ìpín ẹ̀tọ́ bíi ìkéde